honestly, they amaze me.
Raise me up.
And and then you get head too. You get head too.
Oh yeah. That one.
Head. That one. You get head. That's what head.
Raise me up.
Only chance for me.
Purr.
Purr. Don't just say it.
Is it purr or purr?
No, it's a
Trig, we have demoted you from Gen Z president. We have taken you off the seat.
It's purr.
Oh,
it's a purr.
Purr.
No, because all right. Anyways, guys, let's get to today's topic. There's a story here that you guys need to hear, and I need you to pay attention to this one. So this one says, wow, interesting story. It says, Trig, sorry for disturbing your DM, but I am grateful you guys are allowing us send our issues for advice. I moved into my new place 2 months ago, and when I moved in, the place needed a facelift, and I decided to just fix things up for my own comfort. After all, the rent was reasonably lower than I had anticipated, and the place was closer to my place of work. So I got a few artisans and slowly started fixing and fitting. I painted the rooms, changed the WC pot, and replaced a few missing louvers. Last week, I bought a bag of cement and asked a mason to patch up some holes in the porch. That was what brought the wahala. The mason mixed too much cement and sand for the job in the porch. When he was done, there was a lot of mortar left, and because we couldn't let it go, I instructed him to patch up holes on the compound of the house. I figured it would make sweeping easy and make the place look better. Then he goes on to say, I had no idea this would infuriate the landlord. Someone went and told him what I had done, and the man called me and gave me an earful. Now this is his problem. Why I had patched up holes on the compound without asking his permission. And he goes on to say, I apologized immediately, even though I was surprised, but he wouldn't accept my apology. He said I had no right to undertake any works on the compound, and that even the works I had done in my room wasn't right. But he had deliberately turned a blind eye to that one. Now he served me an eviction notice and informed me that the money I used will be used to undo what I have done. And he said,
no way.
What can I do to change his mind and keep my place? I really like this place. This is serious. We have an expert we will talk to a little later, but I want to find out what you guys think, and then I'll also open the phone lines before we do all of that.
What I think is that the landlord is your prototype.
Prototype. Oh no! Can you tell me that?
Because when Trig was reading, DJ Phil they watch out.
You are not even acknowledging the fact that I have mended something on the property. You are also telling me on top that the monies that
I want to say big shouts to my friend Fowler, my friend and brother Fowler and Bernice. I think they're somewhere in the UK.
Hi Ben.
Oh, they're listening to us.
Yeah, in East London. Yeah.
Are they listening to us?
Yeah, they're listening right now.
Nice. Hi
Bernice.
Yeah, Bernice and Fowler.
The pounds is doing very well down here.
It's pounding. The pound is pounding.
Nah, man.
Okay, so Jane, what do you think? Yeah.
I feel like first, if you want to do anything on someone's property, it is just prudent that you let the landlord know.
But you're not using the landlord's money.
No, but it's his property. So maybe your apartment, the touches you did to your apartment, I may argue that to some extent is not so important to me because it's your space. Any modification to suit you, you are allowed to do that, at least from what I know. Because whatever it is you do to the apartment to feel comfortable, you should do it. You have paid for the space. So it is not in the landlord's place to decide if... I know that some people do not even allow for their tenants to paste wallpapers on the walls, which I think is not fair. That is Give it up.
Is it pear or per?
It's per. with a hand like this. Purr.
Fair.
Purr.
You are not killing yourself.
Fair.
So I think it's not fair for the landlord to tell the man that the money is whatever.
Yeah, but if you're saying that you should ask permission by all means, it's my house.
Permission for the
In this
compound.
case, you have altered something. You have altered something.
See, and I feel like the landlord is paying because it is denting his ego. Are you trying to say that I can't see this and I can't do it on my own? Like that is the implication to him. So
But
that's why he
landlord,
may be paying.
you did not. This one, you
see?
didn't fix it. You don't.
is why
You shouldn't have an ego.
No. This one, they have you go so landlords and my mother is a landlady.
As you know,
They have egos.
as you know, what do you think?
Honestly speaking, I think the lady didn't try by not alerting the man. He's the landlord. At the end of the day, you are there for a period of years. You will leave and someone else will take the space. So at the end of the day, whatever you do, you need to let him know. But I think he's also going to, it's too much. He's just going to the extreme. What do you mean by you use that money to undo? She's helping your building at the end of the day.
How?
So what do you mean by
How is that helping
There were
my
holes.
building?
No, but there were holes in the compound and everything.
Maybe I intentionally
Your
left the
hole.
holes there.
For what?
Is it
But
your
Rick,
whole...
it is to the disadvantage of the tenants. And then one of the tenants have thought it wise to fix it
Meaning the
because it
landlord
will
fee.
help smoothing up the floor for the women who
Meaning
sleep
the
and for
landlord
the
no
children
get
who
sense.
play.
Exactly. This
So
landlord,
they
I
are
know
the
that
ones
is
who are there and they know how helpful it will be. So at least, if not for anything, acknowledge that fact and say,
I beg.
maybe you have crossed your bounds, but
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some money for
Michael.
fixing it up. Or
I
maybe
beg.
thank you at
I beg.
least.
Okay, Michael thinks differently.
Yeah, of course.
What's your take?
I mean, to be very honest, you should have your boundaries. You understand? It's like me waking up in the morning and then finding out that my boss Lois is not at work and I don't have a place to work. So I decided that since her office is open, I'll go and sit by her desk.
Yeah.
You know that kind of thing. I mean, you've just crossed some kind of boundary. You get it?
But these
You
are
have
very...
rented-
So
Yeah, but
in this case,
different
well, is it the
scenarios.
tenant?
Different.
So the tenant.
The tenant, you have rented a space. The space, the inside, the normal rules that we know is that when you rent, the inside is your responsibility. Anything outside is a landlord's responsibility. Nevertheless, regardless, even if you want to do something major inside, you still would have to alert the landlord and
I
let
agree.
him know that you are doing something major. There are things that are they are not any issue, like you're changing the painting of the room, you're doing some few other things. That's fine. But let's assume that you are doing a whole TV unit in a space or changing POP.
Yeah.
Regardless the fact that it's even your space.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to alert.
Because when you're leaving, a new person comes in, and the
Yeah,
person
but
may
you-
not want that kind
all
of
that.
design.
But
Nyabuche,
this
Nyabuche,
is someone...
Nyabuche.
Let me just chip in this.
Dabi, don't chip.
Sorry.
Don't chip. It's still on.
Carry on.
Now you see, then with all this and everything, even this is the inside. Then now coming outside, you feel that you have mixed your mortar. If you have mixed your mortar and it is too much, call feeder roots and let them use the full purpose. But
Yeah, I think you I think
You are
that
sounding
I think
like the
you
landlord.
no, but
Coffee
the
that
person could have done
It's a
anything
whole
else with their mortar.
with a mortar.
Yeah,
But who has said
any
you?
other thing, but why use it on a compound?
You see,
Clearly, I understand.
it's not. You don't
He
understand.
may have gone to the
Me, I don't have an
extreme
opinion.
with the
See,
compound.
you let me be very honest. Let's tell the girl, the lady that Usikashi. Nobody sent you
With
for
the
this good.
compound,
You
it's a
understand?
lady.
Filling potholes
What-
is a
Is it
gentleman.
a
or
lady
is it
that
I think
got
it's a- I
the
think it's a lady.
situation to us?
It's a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
It's a lady.
Yeah.
It's a lady.
Yeah.
You see,
Clearly,
excess money.
Where Esinu and I are saying that she may have gone.
Yes, we
she may have
agree.
been extreme about fixing the compound.
So she has
but
gone extreme.
you said even that in the rooms she should consult the landlord.
Yes. When it's
Which I
something major,
disagree.
you have to do that.
From what she said or from
Yeah.
what she bought, she even used some of the mortar to patch up holes in the wall.
Yeah.
Holes in the wall the landlord may not even know about. This is a threat to her safety.
So-
Reptiles and things can
so what-
enter the house.
I mean,
Do I
right-
need to come and tell you,
let's
please,
be
there
very
are
honest.
holes in my wall.
If we can get access to the lady, if we can get access to the lady, nobody enters a room, rents a room without going to check.
See, this tenant
into the space,
must
checked,
be praised and awarded.
Okay.
For what exactly?
Because some people would demand all of these things from the landlord.
Yeah, so why didn't you go and demand it? When you were even paying money. Are you telling me that she didn't see the space? They didn't tell her that.
With what Michael has a point.
I do. Always has a point in your eyes.
No, no.
Always has a point in your eyes. Yes, you know. Am I lying?
But this
Please say something because my enemies are listening. Please say something.
No. This is why I say
you
that.
You want us to say 1 + 1 is 3?
Because Michael is saying that before you rent a place, you go there to check. So it means that you agreed that you wanted the place as it was.
Maybe that scrutinization that she did was
why
not
are
thorough
you
enough.
doing maybe?
No. Maybe it was not thorough. Anything could have happened.
Chombo, be an green, be an host, be an this.
Maybe they went in the evening. And some people intentionally even cover up some parts of the house. You don't know how wicked some landlady.
That's why you are advised that sometimes wait for it to even get to rainy season.
To even go and check the area.
Go and check your area.
But then she didn't. And there has come a situation a need for her to patch some things
my
up.
friend is not living in hotel. Shout out to him. Shout out.
Why he can't go to his house?
No, when you saw the thing, I mean, the price, and I was like, this thing price they be cool, pow. Yeah, he said, Charlie, we put everything together. He had to pass his child through the window.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this is a serious funny story.
The place was flooded.
He just picked one shirt and shorts.
Wow.
But I've donated some shirts from him from Kanta.
God bless you.
Yeah.
So maybe fixing the compound may have been extreme. But left with that alone, he is not.
You see,
he doesn't need a landlord's permission to fix
I don't even know
anything
what you're arguing about
in
and everything. Room. If there are holes in your room, you said you like it, you have fixed it. Extra mortar.
Mind you, if you could
have done anything with it.
With it, you can do flower pots with it. You can donate to feeder roads, and
that is extreme. What do you mean by
okay? It's time for me to open the phone lines now, and also find out what the guys out there are saying. 0559242717, 0556 and 910154. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have to? Or should you inform your landlord? Should you inform your landlord before fixing up anything on the rented property, even if it's at your own cost? So it means that you are using your own money. But the question is, should you inform your landlord before you do any major change? Let me start picking the phone calls. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
This is Juliet.
Juliet.
The conversation is so interesting.
Very interesting. Juliet, what do you think?
Oh, Charlie. You know what? Appropriately, if you are a tenant and if you want to do any maintenance, you have to inform your landlord.
Okay.
If he agrees, fine. If he doesn't, then you take your decision. You don't wake up to say, maybe I have saying to me, sorry, then I want to undertake any maintenance that I want. We are not also own chair and on their own cash. So I think the lady should take the issue to real control. Do you think the landlord is a fool? Sure. I think you want to rent the apartment at a higher cost. Then say, he wants to eject the lady from
Juliet, I think you have a point. You have a point.
Exactly.
Wow.
My regards to your team.
Sure.
Hi, Juliet.
No, Juliet has a point, but let's find out what this one has to say. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Your name, sir?
This is Prosper from Kasua.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, please, I want to share my experience 2 years ago.
You want to do what?
Share his experience.
My similar experience 2 years ago.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah. Oh, I went to rent a place, someone parked a few months ago, so the paint, everything for it is not that good. So I asked my landlord if I can arrange it. Okay, free. So I do the paint, everything, the floor like the way you are saying, the gas patch some place inside. I do similar thing. I didn't say few months ago the landlord come to me that he's going to marry, so he want like the new wife to be inside that room. I'm like,
elimination by rough tactics.
That room that you have painted.
yeah.
Wow.
He said he's going to get married, so he want a new wife to be inside. I'm like, that day I nearly cried. Serious, yeah.
Wow.
So the guy should keep begging. If he doesn't agree, then he should pass out.
Okay.
This one go to our landlord. They should take it easy on us. Serious.
Yes, I agree. All right, thank you. Hello, let me pick this one. Hello. Oh man, I lost that. All right, guys, 0559 242 717 0556 910 154. I have a caller here. Hello. ABAAN3K3. Saleminiano.
Rubbish.
Nice one.
Wabadi girl occasion. The tenancy agreement are you a contractor?
Are you a contractor? Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Jane they disagree, but yeah, that's a good one.
Overheight. Train over high, Akekova Sashian, overheight, train over high, touching no baffy, money train.
Yeah.
Money of Larry, yes, or Bimoko that is saying, is she Muji. Look at that they send a barley, Osha that they say she what are you trying to tell the person?
I feel you, yeah.
Moko Blagan to a theatre, Shan Chake, a Shan, a leg belonging to me. A basta, a shamio, a chonle belonging to it's an insult.
Yeah.
And this rent control cannot do anything about it's not your house, it's a rented house. So, scramble people. All right.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Your name, sir?
Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer. Lucifer, it's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's hear you.
All right. In the first place, if you're a landlord, you understand. It's very simple. Anything that the guy is doing in the house, whether renovations, he's supposed to report to the landlord first. Oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So that there can be a mutual understanding between both parties. But, one can say to me, what a block that? I've got 100 CDs and buy cement and get some work myself, and you think we are bullshit.
Yeah.
He says, come and take your rent. He doesn't even need the rent. Come and take the money. Pack out. Please.
But the person too, they like the place. He likes the place.
No, it's not about you liking the place. See, you have to make a mistake. So the best thing for him to do is go and find some elderly people that approach the landlord in a polite manner. Please, but I'll be sincere with him.
The landlord is saying that before, if the guy wants to leave and wants his money, he will give him the money, but he will deduct the money from that money because he feels that he has used some money to fix the place. He didn't ask him, so he will use some of that money to undo it.
The way the house was, that is how the landlord designed it.
Yes.
You take the places. Hey, they do pay the house for you, and he must deduct.
Yeah,
that one there,
he must deduct.
He must deduct. Yes, because he didn't seek permission from him.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay, thank you, Lucifer. Oh my goodness.
I think I know the crop of people who are objecting to this.
Which crop of people?
They are those with the hardened hearts.
Oh, how?
That's the hardened heart one.
How?
Because you can clearly see that this tenant has a good heart. This tenant has my tendencies, so soft.
No, but he's saying
understand?
that you will get your money, but I'm deducting. The landlord is not doing anything bad. I'll give you your money, but I'm deducting. Because I need your money to
undoing what you have done. This is so simple.
This is simple.
This is an evil landlord.
How? Let me pick this call. Hello.
Guys.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is SK.
SK, okay, go ahead, sir. I'm Masaman. SK, go ahead.
Yes. You know what? The landlady, she's up to something.
I'm telling you.
Because the lady has done a good job on the building. It's like that had been a change of mind. She realized that she could give it out much higher than the price she gave it to the lady. That's the whole thing.
Wow, yeah, you have a point. That could be true, though. That could be true. All right. Okay, so that was SK. I'm going to pick my final 2 calls. I'm picking just 2 more calls and then come back to the studio and we wrap this conversation up nicely. It's 34 minutes after 4. If you just joined us, we're having a conversation here on the 3FM Drive. It's about tenants and landlords. We also have an expert, and we will talk to an expert before we wrap this conversation up. He will settle everything. He will settle everything. Let me pick this call. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Edna.
Edna, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, Edna, go ahead.
Yeah, my mindset is that when in Rome, you should do what Romans do. Let's say the house that you've rented, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. So first, for any major upliftment, you have to do what? You have to seek permission, find out if he or she, whether you are permitted to do that. So I think the person is wrong for doing that without any permission.
Thank you, Edna.
Okay, so you think the tenant is wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
I think this is the first time Edna is supporting me.
Edna, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. All right, so my final call, I'm picking the final call today. 0559242717. Should you inform your landlord when you decide to fix anything or do major changes to a rented apartment or rented property, even if it's at your own cost? If it's I was sharing a story of my uncle with with Mike. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Well, we are alive, I guess.
Oh, you don't sound
today, a whole lot of death things, so I'm not really happy, but then we are alive.
We are alive. It is well.
It depends on what I'm changing. Because, my first I rented an apartment last year, and I got transferred to Accra. And that I'm still keeping the apartment, but I haven't let go. And that apartment, the landlord fixed everything, everything that is needed to make me comfortable.
Okay.
But I come to Accra, and where my workplace is and the accommodation I got, the landlord did not fit a lot of things in there. So I had to fix them. I did not gain as many things. I had to fix most of the things in the room. And this one, why should I tell you? You know those are basic things I will need. So if you've not fixed it, I will fix them. And when I'm going and you have any issue or you think that you want to eject me, I'll go to the lawmakers for them to arrest you. Because I experienced that before and I called the authorities and they picked up the landlord.
Wow.
So we should, as tenants, also know our rights and also respect the rights of landlords. But where landlords feel that, building is everything and that they won't also travel to get accommodation, we have to take them on when they are wrong. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. And speaking of our rights, I have to pick this one. We have an expert who is into all these issues and understands it better. I am talking about somebody that's been in the matters of rent for a while. I'm talking to Emmanuel Hove Bosu, who's the PRO for Rent Control Department. Good evening.
Good evening, Chief.
Emmanuel, how are you doing?
By His grace, we are doing well.
We thank God. So I don't know if you've been following, but we have an issue here we would want you to help settle once and for all. So a tenant rented an apartment or a property And when she got in, she decided to make some changes because she had seen that the place wasn't too good for her. She painted the place, and then she also asked a mason to mix mortar and fix some holes on the porch. Fast forward, the mason did a good job, but also left a lot of the mortar. So they decided to fill a few patches on the compound, on the field. And the landlord is not having it. The landlord says that you should pack out, and eviction notice has been sent to him, and he should pack out. But also that the money that she paid is going to be, part of that money is going to be used to undo what she had done. What's your take on this one, and what's the right thing to do?
Okay, thank you very much. I've been listening to the program, though it's very interesting, but it's a serious issue.
Yeah.
The first thing, or the first issue is that, was there any tenancy agreement that was signed between the tenant and the landlord? That tenancy agreement will spell out the responsibilities of the landlord as well as that of the tenant. So if, let's assume there's no tenancy agreement, because if there is a tenancy agreement, the tenant should have known what his rights and responsibilities are.
Okay.
But that said, the rule of the game, every game has its rules and regulations.
That's true.
The law provides that if you are a tenant and you rent anybody's property, and you want to improve on the property, there should be a written consent from the landlord. It's not just verbal. The law is specific that there should be a written consent.
Wow. So I need to...
If you are a tenant and you've not gotten any written consent to improve on somebody's property, the law also provides that when you are moving out, you reinstate the place as you came to meet it.
Wow.
Okay. So this links to the landlord's claim that he will deduct some money from the tenant's rent advance before giving it to him. The issue there is that you cannot do that as a landlord. You provide the avenue for the tenant to reinstate the place as she came to meet it.
Okay.
If she fails, then that's where you have the chance to reinstate the place as you provided to the tenant. Then you give the balance or the difference to the tenant.
The tenant, okay.
One issue also is that as a tenant, we should always do our due diligence before renting a place out.
That's true.
You went to a place, you saw how the place was. You liked it, and you rented it out. So you don't have any chance now or any power or authority to improve it, again, without the written consent of the landlord. One law also is that if we sign an agreement, being written or verbal, and one party go contrary to that, then it's an avenue in terms of the tenant, it's an avenue for eviction. Okay, so now that the tenant has gone overboard the tenancy agreement, whether it's written or verbal, then the landlord has right to serve eviction notice to the tenant. And in all these cases, just as I mentioned, you provide the avenue for the tenant to reinstate the place as she came to meet it. If she fails, then with the money with you, you can do the reinstatement, and then the balance can be given to the tenant.
The tenant.
So these are the rules governing this issue in particular.
Wow. So, Mr. Emmanuel, in the case where there's a tenancy agreement, but the agreement does not state that I have room to fix and unfix anything there, but so I go ahead to fix it, what do I do? Because I would say that the landlord didn't state that in that agreement.
Okay. So, in all cases, the tenancy agreement is a subset of our constitution. It's a subset of the rent law, that is the Rent Act. It's a subset of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So when a tenancy agreement is drafted and is signed, and there's anything in there that goes contrary to any of these superior laws, the superior law overshadows them. the rule of the game is that before you do any improvement, there should be a written consent. So even if it's not in the tenancy agreement, you, the tenant, should know the laws. That's as I mentioned. You should know the laws governing the property or the rental industry. If you don't know, you should ask. But you cannot, on your own will, go into somebody's property and start improving the place without the written consent of the property owner.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for the education. And Jane has a question for you. Hold on.
Mr. Kosu, please, usually the reinstatements we know about are cases where the tenant mishandles or poorly damages any part of the property. But in this case, the tenant has fixed something on the property. Isn't the landlord being unreasonable in a way?
No, you cannot say the landlord is unreasonable. You don't know the plan of the property. That's what you have to think. The property is not yours. So you can't come and do things that will suit you. At the end of the day, which some of your callers have indicated, at the end of the day, you move out one day. And if you move out, the next person who is coming may not like what you've done. Even concerned with painting, you may like pink color. Somebody, a male may come in who will like yellow or green. So anything you do must be a written consent from the landlord. So it's not a matter of the landlord being unreasonable, but the rule of the game. At least you should explain to the landlord before you commence the improvement. And if you do that, because you've gotten the written consent, nobody will fault you.
Okay.
Mr. Kwasu, lastly, before you leave, this will be the last question. My other concern has to do with a 6 months period. Where I mean, we can all attest to the fact that we haven't been able to enforce this thing, and a lot of people are still taking 2 years advance rent, 1 year, and what have you. In the case where someone wants to take 2 years, but I like the place, what do I do? Can I force my way in, or what do I do? Can I report the person after I've paid the 2 years? What should I do?
So your second comment is the right thing to do, but you need to provide them with evidence, because when we get to the court, the rule of the game at the court is evidence.
Okay.
If you can provide evidence that the landlord demanded more than 2 years rent advance, let's be careful. There's a lacuna in our law which we've admitted of, which we want to amend. The law provides that the landlord has no right to demand more than the 6 months rent advance if it's a long term. But nothing prevents the landlord from collecting, and nothing prevents the tenant from opting to give more than the 6 months rent advance. The only question there is that the landlord should not demand more than 6 months rent advance. So if you can provide evidence that when you went before the landlord, he demanded 2 years, demanded 1 year, then you can help us to prosecute the landlord.
The landlord. Okay, Thank you so much, Mr. Kwasu, and I'm sure we'll have a conversation again. Thank you. We appreciate you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, and that's the PRO for rent control. Look, this is a beautiful conversation. Jane, you shouldn't have anything else to say.
I know, right?
As you know, Michael has. Michael has.
Oh, say, DJ Phil, Mommy Bibi.
Oh,
Mommy Bibi.
Mr. Kosu's submission, it did not side with
DJ
you.
Phil, Mommy
It gave
Bibi. professional
advice.
Yes, professional advice.
Yes.
Advice.
But they meant that Michael is right.
In collaboration with my meta engineering advice.
He didn't give reasonable.
You did meta engineering.
I bet what I do events, technical productions.
Thank you so much, my people. The crew is stepping out, but also the news team is coming up with some news updates. Hot Edition team will be up, and the show continues all the way to 7 p.m. I need you to stay right here. Big shouts to DJ Faculty. I know he was trying to ring in, but some way somehow we couldn't get it. And I want to say good evening to Lois, our boss. It's not Lois. It's not Lois. It's not Lois. It's Lois. Lois.
All of you are
Yes.
getting it wrong. It's Louis.
No, it's not Louis.
No, look at how my tongue is Louis.
No,
Louis.
It's Lois.
it's Lois.
Louis. Louis.
It's not Louis.
Oh, Louis.
But are you sure she's in the building?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's listening. She's listening. Yeah,
And
yeah.
the media wasn't part
Hello,
of
boss Louis.
Hot edition is up at 5, and the show continues.